Hey Natalie, how are you doing?
Super good. Excited for our conversation today.
Very much so, because it's a question everyone asks us, and it's basically which social media platform should you focus on? So is it Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, or anything else that just pops up? Which one of those is the
I
one
can't
that
I
you
can't
should
keep up
focus?
with these social media platforms.
Same here. Everything I like TikTok, I tried doing it for a while, then I was like, maybe not.
I know. That's kind of how we feel about social media, especially if you're a new blogger or you just started a business. It's like, okay, where am I going to put my limited time and hours? Like we only have so much time every day. It's hard to know what to focus on. And you see these people who have Facebook pages, Instagram accounts, Twitter accounts, TikTok accounts, and you're just like, my God, where do you find the time? So, yeah, what's your answer, Marina? You go.
My answer maybe is an unpopular answer, but my answer is literally none. So, not Facebook, not Twitter, not Instagram, not TikTok, not I don't know what else exists out there, but none of the above. My answer is something different, which would be to focus on platforms which help you get ranked in search. So, basically, to focus your attention on YouTube and to focus your attention on Pinterest. And you know that our Pinterest queen is Natalie, so she has a whole bunch of tutorials to help you grow on Pinterest. So make sure to subscribe to her channel for new Pinterest videos every single week.
And that's our answer. And I have the same answer because when you're just starting out, your time is so limited. Because you're learning and doing at the same time, and that takes up a lot of your energy. So you want to make sure that any content you create is searchable. So that means that it's going to be searchable on the platform it's on, but also in a search engine like Google, like Bing, and whatever the other ones in the world are. So the thing that we like YouTube and we like Pinterest because Pinterest boards, YouTube videos show up in Google search results, especially YouTube videos. And like even on the main page, not just on the video tab anymore. And that's going to be the best use of your time because you can grow your platform and you can get found in search. Thing about Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, that is not those types of the stuff you post is not indexed by any search engine. So meaning it will not be able to be found. So you just want to prioritize your time. And we're not saying, okay, never post on social media. We're just saying, don't put your energy into finding followers because the algorithm is always changing. And I have two Facebook page, one with 3,000 followers and or likes and one with 300. And I'm telling you, nobody sees anything I post. Nobody. You have to pay to get seen. And it's like you're new, so you don't have the money to waste on that.
And one other thing that is great with, say, YouTube or even Pinterest is that you can grow even if you don't have a following, and you can get engagement even if you don't have thousands of subscribers or thousands of followers on Pinterest. Unlike, for instance, Instagram or Facebook, where even the small amount of those people who are there are the ones that are interacting. And so you need millions and loads and loads and loads of people just to get that little bit of interaction.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're being found in search, be it on Pinterest or on YouTube, even if you have 100 followers, say, or 100 subscribers, if that particular piece of content is well optimized to be ranked in search, and we'll actually have more details on that on YouTube in our next video, so make sure you subscribe to watch that as well, you'll actually be able to be found. So, one huge tip, for instance, on YouTube, is to create videos on a particular topic that are longer than those of the other people answering that same question and that are better. Because if they're longer, that means it increases your watch time, which is what YouTube loves. And then if they're better, they will actually keep watching for longer as well. So the chances of you being ranked above a video that has thousands of views or above someone who has thousands of subscribers is huge as well.
So if you're like, oh, I don't know if I can do YouTube, and that's totally fine, you know, and you're like, oh, I still want to use social media because I know y'all are just like into your social media. One thing you can do is just, so like I, for example, and I believe this is also Marina's strategy, we just kind of like keep our pages warm. Like, you know, so you all know we exist, even though we're not actively trying to grow them. And the thing about using things like follow threads and Facebook groups, and we have a whole video about how to use Facebook groups, is like, if you're asking people to follow you and those people are actually not your not your target audience, you're actually not helping yourself, right? You're saturating your true followers who are barely seeing your post at all. So say you have like 100 people following you, but only 10 are genuine. Those 10 are not going to see your stuff when you post unless you pay. So like that is a reason to not get like fake followers, because in the end, it's not going to help you, right? So I just want to show you guys, like, so say for example, this is my Facebook page. How many follow? I don't know, like 3,000, right? I make a video, I literally just post it here, then I share it into our Facebook group. I make sure I throw it up on Twitter. I use something called SmarterQ, which actually cycles my posts. So I am on these platforms, but I'm not spending every day worrying about it. I'll show you guys this awesome, I think I've told you about this before, Marina.
I think you did.
So this is basically how it looks. And I have all these categories of posts, and it just cycles through a variation of it so that I never really have to worry. So I just import it once into SmarterQ. I tell it where to send it, and it just keeps sending it. So this is how I keep my, you know, my Twitter accounts flooded with content without really stressing about it. And I do for Instagram, I just recently started posting again, but the only reason I'm worrying about Instagram is that I'm getting prepared to run ads. So if you plan to run ads on Facebook or Instagram, and they're owned by the same people, Facebook, and you know your ads run cross-platform, then that's a reason to kind of get those accounts rolling. But otherwise, I wouldn't really stress about it unless you, for Instagram, maybe if you have physical products and you're a shop, then that would make sense. But like, I still haven't really found, and I've talked to somebody who's like a business coach, and she's like, I still don't know anyone who puts all this time into Instagram, gets even viral reels, all of this, da da da, and if they can even draw a straight line between going viral and making money, because they can't.
No, no one can. So basically my strategy is the same. I focus all of my energy on YouTube and on Pinterest and basically the other platforms. So Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, they're where I'm there as well, as Natalie said, just to keep warm and to have a presence in those other platforms. But actually my strategy is to use them to promote my videos. So everything in the end is all linking back to YouTube. So if you go on my Instagram page, I'll just have things talking about my most recent video. If you go on Twitter, it's me promoting my video. If you go on Facebook, it's me promoting my video. So it's all of that. So basically you just have one presence. So in my case, my one presence would be YouTube, and all of the rest is just there just to have a presence, but to link back to that one main source.
I'm just showing you guys.
So as you can see here, basically I have a strategy in terms of Facebook or Instagram in this case, which is on Mondays, I'll post a link to everything that I have coming up in that week, all of the beginning of the month, all the videos that I have. And then I have 2 posts per video. One is this same graphic that is a carousel with a cover image and then a bunch of different things. And then one that's basically just a don't forget or something cool about that particular video. So that's a carousel, basically just a screenshot of me and then a screenshot of the video.
Awesome. And what I do, I don't even remember. Just kidding. I have a whole system for Instagram now, and it's literally only here to make me look legit. And so when I can run ads, then I'm going to put really the effort into growing it. But you're just keeping these platforms warm, because I think without ads, there really is no point.
I totally agree. Maybe
So
in an
SEO,
but
search
yes,
engines.
totally agree.
Awesome. So this was Natalie Bardo. Be sure to click that link and subscribe to my channel for weekly Pinterest tips.
I'm Marina Lotype, and make sure you subscribe to my channel to help you stand out online.
And check out this video where we're maybe debating SEO versus social media in case you're like, what are they talking about?
And we'll see you back here next week.
Bye for now.
Bye.